Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to today's Patch Notes. Now, if you missed it, I went live yesterday for the first time on YouTube. Listen, we're going to do everything that we can to grow the YouTube channel, right? So, best way to do that is to go live, hang out with everybody who decides to show up, right? We're right now a very, very, very small community. Thank you to the 180 some 83, 84, I don't know, of you guys who are here. And I appreciate you all for all the love and support so far. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going with it until the wheels fall off, my friends. So today's patch notes. A lot of shit going on. All right. We have a Trump speech. We have a Zoran Mamdani where he essentially says, bring it the fuck on to Donald Trump and his administration. And then after that, we have SEMA. We gotta cover SEMA. SEMA, I'm a big gearhead fucking car guy, my friends. So, and then, of course, we have a psychology one that I want to do a deep dive in because it is very personal to me and on multiple levels, both education and upbringing. So, crazy shit. So, I'm curious. I am curious to dive into all of this. So, like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. And let's see what we got going on in the first video.
From one of my favorite states, 77 out of 77. 77 out of 77. Reagan was 56. That was the record. We got every one of them. Thank you, Jim. And a fantastic friend of mine and an incredible advocate during the election a year ago, Tim Scott. Thank you, Tim. So as you know, we are in the midst of a disastrous Democrat-created government shutdown, and it is Democrat-created, but I don't think they're getting really the blame that they should. That's now officially the longest shutdown in American history. The Democrat radicals in the Senate have shown zero interest in reopening the government.
I'm not going to touch on this for too long just because I've said my opinion on it several times. You either lock those old fucks in a room with everybody and you come to a decision to reopen the country, or you throw them in prison for trying to impede the federal process. Plain and simple. Average, everyday, common people shouldn't have to starve because y'all are fucking mad. It's ridiculous. That's my literal only opinion. Mature the fuck up and do your goddamn job.
And I don't think they'll access it. A lot of people disagree. I've been saying for the last 30 days, we've had 4 or 5 different points. Yes, sir, they're going to get it right now. We should have it done in a day. I've heard that about 4 times. I heard it after Kings. You know, they said I was a king. And I heard it after Kings. I heard it after a couple of other moments in time. And I said, no, I don't believe so. And now I heard it's after the election. I don't believe so. I think they will. I think they're kamikaze pilots. I just got back from Japan. I talked about the kamikaze pilots. I think these guys are kamikaze. They'll take down the country if they have to. So I don't think so. Millions of Americans are going to be without SNAP benefits. And I will say about SNAP benefits, so when I was president, we had $7 billion worth, and now they have many times that, because these benefits were given to anybody that asked, and they're up to, I hear, just many times, 47 billion. So it wasn't the purpose of SNAP. It was for people that really had problems, down and out, people that really had problems. But during Biden, they gave it to anybody that wanted it. I think it's something you have to talk about because.
Now this I do 100% agree with him on, as far as like Biden giving them out like just fucking handouts, just giving them out like tissues, right? Like, oh sir, can I have a tissue? And then he fucking just gave everybody a SNAP card with fucking $400 on it, right? And sometimes less, sometimes way more. What do I think? I do think that SNAP does need to exist in America. There are definitely people who deserve it. There are people that we owe a debt to that have served our country that are no longer able to take care of themselves because they got hurt in the active line of duty. They are unable to work because they got hurt in the active line of duty. And all of you who know a military person who is no longer in the military, dealing with the fucking VA is like, I don't even know the best way. It's like fucking, it's like Brian Shaw playing tug of war with a fucking elephant. It takes a ridiculous amount to get the VA to do absolutely fucking anything. Absolutely anything. When it comes to medical care, when it comes to getting them to give you the full percentage that you deserve as a veteran who served in the military. So a lot of these guys, they do end up getting on government assistance, and they end up needing these SNAP benefits, right? Now, are there bad apples? Of course there's bad apples. You got fucking LaQuisha out here who had 7 kids with 7 baby daddies, and she's collecting child support off all 7 baby daddies, and she gets $15,000 a month on fucking food stamps. What the fuck is this bullshit? Now, obviously, this is a made-up scenario, right? But it is not an untrue scenario, because unfortunately, there are people out here who are exactly like this. Maybe not to that extreme, but I have seen some terrifying fucking numbers in people who I know personally, or used to know personally, back when I still lived in Iowa, and I took full advantage of the fact that they were living off the government. Full advantage of it. So, I know that there is definitely a fair mix, right? I admitted myself before in the previous video when we talked about SNAP that I used to literally get with my buddy and I would say, hey, how many groceries you buy? And he said, oh, I'm probably going to buy like 250 in groceries. Then he'd give me 250 cash and I just swiped the card for him at the end. Crazy. Now this was way a long time ago now, because there were way less restrictions, less fucking regulations on shit. So you can get away with just about anything. It was like the Wild West. Like, this shit was crazy. Nowadays, not so much. But, you know, the system is far from perfect. It needs a revision. It needs to be reporting and cracking down on these people who have been taking full advantage of the system when they are perfectly able to work, but they used the system by having kids, by living off of fucking child support, by living off of SNAP. It's time we get these fucking fat, ugly ass hoes off fucking SNAP and back in the grocery store checking people out at the register, bitch. You gotta work, whether you like it or not, right? And then when the robot comes and takes that job, we gonna move you to a factory and you can work there instead. You gotta work. Everybody's gotta fucking work. Nobody gets to escape work. That's life. That's life. You don't get to be fucking lazy, so the rest of us have to pick up the bill for you. Fuck you, you piece of shit. That's my thoughts. I do believe that we need SNAP. We need SNAP for the right people. And we need to weed out these fucking retards, these fucking illegals, and just have the people who need it on there. That's it. Plain, simple, done, easy. Ah! Chef's kiss!
The numbers are incredible. But countless public servants are now not being paid, and the air traffic control system is under increasing strain. We must get the government back open soon, and really immediately. We have to get it open. We have the hottest economy we've ever had. and it's affecting the stock market now a little bit. But the stock market, as of Friday, has hit many record highs during the last 9 months, many. And it will again. This is just the beginning, because when these plants that are being built right now start opening up, we've never had anything like this as a boom. There's a construction boom right now, but that's going to be bigger than that. That's going to be an economic boom as soon as they open up, and it's going to be something special. We have car companies coming in. When I was in Japan, Toyota, Mr. Toyota, I said, "What's your name?" Toyota.
Listen, I'm probably going to buy a Toyota. I was also looking at Mercedes, but then I also thought about having to work on a Mercedes, and I was like, oh, nah, maybe I get a Toyota. Listen. I think Mercedes are fucking cool as shit, dude. I've been seeing these videos on TikTok of these, actually, I just, fuck it. We're doing cars later, so we're going to do a quick tangent real quick. Let me show you. I don't know if you guys have probably seen this, but let me show you. Mercedes. Motherfucker. What is this bullshit? Why is this playing? What is this? What is this? Get out of here. Mercedes bounce. Let me show you guys this. Mercedes bounce. This shit has been my life. The Maybachs, that's what it was. This shit, bro, I want a Maybach so bad. It's definitely out of budget, right? But would I suffer every month to do this bullshit? 100%. Look at this shit, dude. Especially that last one, the two-tone. Fucking sick, lad. Nah, bro. I really want a Maybach for that only reason. That's it. It's so fucking functionally retarded, but you know.
I said, "Oh, you're rich."
It's so good, man. So good.
I said, "How much of the company do you own?" 92.1%. I said, "I'm glad you said the one. He wants to be." I said, "You're a rich guy." And he said, "I'm investing $10 billion in the U.S. And you know who I'm talking about, right? You introduced me, Mr. Senator. You introduced me originally when you were the ambassador to Japan. He's still good. He's still strong. But he had no interest in investing in this country. Now he's investing $10 billion as of 1 week ago in building new plants. We have auto plants coming in incredibly, but we have AI and all of them. And we can't be extorted to give $1.5 trillion to people that came into the country illegally, many from prisons, many drug dealers. A lot of people came in from mental institutions. They want to give a lot of money to the people that came in.
Yeah, we've all heard that before.
We can't. No country can sustain that. That's not.
My biggest pet peeve with all this bolstering and bullshit that he keeps spewing is that he hasn't acted on any of it. If Obama was a part of this fucking conspiracy, why is he not in jail? Why are these protesters that you keep speaking out against not in jail? You have full control of the government on majority one side for the first time in a very, very, very long time. Why have you not abused any loophole possible to just throw these fuckers in jail? All these fucking mayors and governors stopping you from going in and cleaning up the cities, right? You could easily charge them with treason. You could charge them with impeding fucking, what is it? Is it impeding federal something? I can't remember the full thing, but yeah. I mean, there's several things that you could slap onto these people to just get them the fuck out of the way. And it's just crazy to me that he's not. He's being so nice. And it's like, why? Why? Everybody elected you to be nuclear warhead level savagery. They wanted you to come in here, cleanse all this bad bullshit radical nonsense out. And partially he has implemented certain things that have done so. But he is pussyfooting along. Brother, you have till the end of your term and that's it. Because I'm going to be honest, there is still a chance that Vance does not win or carry on this type of policy. For once, the people want America to isolate for a time, fix its homeland before it branches out and deals with global issues. Right now, Trump looks like the president of the world. He looks like the president of fucking the United Nations. He doesn't look like the president of the United States.
Like an attack on our country. In no country, these are not going to be productive people. These are going to be anti-productive people. And we can all have big hearts. I have a bigger heart than anybody, but we can't let that happen. It's time for Republicans to do what they have to do, and that's terminate the filibuster. It's the only way you can do it. And if you don't terminate the filibuster, you'll be in bad shape. We won't pass any legislation. There'll be no legislation passed for 3 1/4. We have 3 1/4 years. So.
Yep, just dismantle the filibuster and then make a law. Government shutdowns illegal. Straight up. Why the hell do you get to turn off your job, but the rest of us don't get to turn off ours? Right? I can't just tell my entire staff and me to stay home and just not go do our jobs. There's people that rely on us every day. Every day. From tourists to truckers to fucking locals to non-locals. Right?
It's a long time. But when they can't do an extension, and John, I think they've done an extension every single time they've ever been asked forever. This is the first time they haven't done an extension. Extensions are supposed to be easy, but if they won't do an extension, they won't do any bill, even a simple bill. And we should do our own bills. We should get out. We should do our own bills. We should open up. We should start tonight with the country's open. Congratulations. Then we should pass voter ID. We should pass no mail-in voting. We should pass all the things that we want to pass, make our elections secure and safe, because California is a disaster. Many of the states are disasters.
This is an interesting move. Will it happen? Probably not. As with most things with Trump, you just have to take it for what it is. And if he does it, great. If he doesn't, well, then it's to be expected. I mean, it's worth a shot, I guess.
But can you imagine when they vote almost unanimously against voter ID? All we want is voter ID. You go to a grocery store, you have to give ID. You go to a gas station, you give ID. But for voting, they want no voter ID. It's only for one reason, because they cheat. We would pass that in 15 minutes. If you don't get it, you'll never pass that. You'll never talk about mail-in ballots. Mail-in ballots make it automatically corrupt. If you have mail-in ballots, automatically it's correct. Even Jimmy Carter, they had the Carter Commission after he got out of office, and he had a group of very distinguished people, Democrats and Republicans, and they passed, they recommended things take place. It was a long time ago. And they said about mail-in ballots, if there is mail-in ballots, there will definitely be corruption, because, they pass through too many hands. I mean, you go in to vote, and they want your card. Even me, I went into Palm Beach. You go in to vote, they want your card, you're this, you're that. They say, I'm sorry to do this, sir, but I have to look at your identification. I said, that's all right. I love that. But, you're really not going to get away with much. It was very, very professional and very good, the way it's supposed to be. But these people don't want that. They have legislation in California where it's illegal to ask somebody for voter ID. If you ask somebody for voter ID, if you're an official and you said, I'd like to see your voter ID, they can arrest you. Okay? They can arrest you because they want to cheat, and they get away with it. And the Republicans let them get away with it, and we won't do that if we have to filibuster. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit, and we're gonna see if we can sway, because I know we have a lot of, not a lot, I'd say half feel this way, maybe a little bit less than half, and it's time to have a really good talk. If I thought that they weren't going to pass the filibuster, I wouldn't even bring it up. They're going to pass it within the first hour. And if they take power, and it's more likely that they take power if we don't do it, because we're not going to be passing any legislation. They're not going to approve anything. We're going to go 3¼ years. There won't be one bill that we're going to pass. Because the easiest thing to pass is exactly right now what they won't pass. And they'll do that, and they'll wreak havoc. But let's assume they get it. They're doing it anyway, so it wouldn't matter. They're doing it anyway. And, I have a case where I have great U.S. attorneys that can't be approved because of the blue slips. The blue slips, I think you should terminate blue slips, too. It's a mental termination because it's really a custom. But if you have a Democrat senator or two is bad, but it doesn't make any difference. If you have one senator writes a negative letter on some great U.S. attorney, we had it in Manhattan, Southern District. Jay Clayton, one of the most respected lawyers in the whole country, by far, one of the most respected, and couldn't get approved. The courts approved it. The courts couldn't believe it. They did it like instantly. He went to the best schools, got the best marks, top of his class, everything was perfect. I mean, he was lived the perfect life. Went to Sullivan and Cromwell, almost immediately became the head of Sullivan and Cromwell, the most prestigious law firm, I would say, in the country, just about, whether it's Sullivan or 2 or 3 I could name, but Sullivan, I would say, really, maybe number 1. He was the head of Sullivan and Cromwell for like 20 years. He went to the SEC, was flawless. He did it for me. He was the SEC chairman. He was flawless. Then he went to Apollo, where he was the chairman of Apollo, and was flawless. Everything went good. The stock went through the roof and everything. I asked him to go to the Southern District. And he said, I'll do what you'd like to do, sir. He's a very high-quality person. But he couldn't get approval from Schumer. Schumer didn't approve him. The best student, best schools, everything. He's like flawless.
I do think that it is a very flawed system. If one individual voting no can dislodge the entire system. If one person says nay, says, nah, shut it down, or even a select few, I think they need to move government shutdowns to a large majority vote. Not a regular majority vote. We're talking 95-5 vote to shut down the government. That's what I think. That's what I think. I think if you don't have a 95-5 vote, then you cannot shut down. You must continue. To prevent this from happening, but still leave an opening for it to happen in a drastic scenario. It's either that or you just outright ban it. Just outright ban it. It is now illegal. So that is the compromise that I would come to in this scenario.
And the courts actually said, you're not approving Jay Clayton, right, Lindsey? You heard this. The courts actually interceded, and they approved it. But that's an unusual guy. We have other people that are really good, but people don't know how to do it. Top students, top colleges, and they're U.S. attorneys, and they won't be approved. They're not going to be approved. We have one in Los Angeles who's phenomenal. No, the senators, the Democrats are, again, they're kamikazes. The Democrats are not going to approve them. Blue slips are a disaster. So the only people I can get approved are Democrats. I was told that by the Democrats. We'll only approve Democrats. I said, really, is that right? It's not going to work that way. It's not going to work that way with me. But
if you have proof of this, then use it as evidence and arrest these motherfuckers. This is what I don't understand. You forward it to the FBI. The FBI walks into Congress, puts them bitches in handcuffs, and hauls them the fuck out. Let them bitch scream, moan, piss, shit their pants. I don't give a fuck. Right? But if you have this evidence, then use it. It's leverage. It's an easy, point blank, fucking exhibit A. This person said this directly to me. It's on video. Because, like, everything in the fucking congressional floor is basically recorded. Press is like 24/7 there at that building. Like, it would be insanely easy to find somebody saying something that they shouldn't have said, and then you fucking throw their ass in jail.
The blue slips are a total disaster. We will.
And you don't even need to throw them in jail. You just strip them of their fucking duties. Say, nope, you're done. Bye. Bye. Fired. Bye-bye.
I have 10 people right now that are doing a phenomenal job, and they will be out of office pretty soon. They've got another 2-3 weeks, a couple of them, and then they're going to have to leave. And it's actually a blight on their record because, nobody knows why they left, but it looks like they served 8 weeks and then they had to leave. But they're not going to get the approval because the Democrat, radical left lunatic senators are saying you can't, we're not going to approve you. And if we're not going to approve you, I had actually one Republican who, this is strange, and he was no good. I called him up and said, "Sir, and it takes away."
I don't really care about any of this.
To pick people. Now I hear it's up to 5. I actually heard up to 7 and up to friends over there that are Democrats. I'm close to a lot of people. Very bad situation. And it's done. It's done. As soon as they attain power. Now, if we do what I'm saying, they'll most likely never attain power. Honestly, it's 4 years worth of goodies. And it's very important. We have to get the country open. And the way we're going to do it this afternoon is to terminate the filibuster. And it's possible you're not going to do that. And I'm going to go by your wishes. You're very smart people. We're good friends. But I think it's a tremendous mistake, really. It would be a tragic mistake, actually. It's time. It's time. If I thought they weren't going to approve, I'd sort of be with you. It'd be fine. I'd be neutral to with you. But knowing that they're going to pass it as soon as they get any semblance of control, they'll pass it first thing, then it's like we have to do it first. And we have 2 years, and we'll end up with 2-3 years, and we'll have this country so perfect. We will have passed more legislation than any Congress and any group of senators or a group of congressmen. And we will get it through. They'll send it to us. We'll send it to them. It'll be a beautiful machine. Otherwise, we're just going to sit around and argue with these people all day long. And they're highly unrealistic. Highly unrealistic. Many of them are radical left subversives, frankly. So I want to thank everybody, and we're going to talk. And I want to thank the press for treating us so really well for that foreign trip. It was we had just an amazing meeting. Don't forget, 2 months ago, it looked like the whole world was in trouble over rare earth. And that's no longer even a subject that people talk about. It was all worked out very quickly. Without tariffs, I couldn't have done it.
We don't want you to focus on the world. We want you to focus on the U.S. That's it.
I put a 100% tariff on China. As soon as I heard it, within 20 minutes, I put a 100% tariff on China.
All right. I don't know if there's anything else that's interesting here that's worth noting, but yeah, that's what Trump had to say this morning. And moving on to the next speech, we're getting the political stuff out of the way, and then we're going to cruise along and have some fun checking out SEMA 2025. But I want to skip ahead on this a little bit because there's a bunch of nonsense on here as well. And then toward the end here, he calls out the Donald, calls out the current administration. So if you're from New York and you're seeing this video right now, let me know how you guys feel about Zoran.
beside Jewish New Yorkers and does not waver. This new age will be defined by a competence and a compassion that have too long been placed at odds with one another. We will prove that there is no problem too large for government to solve and no concern too small for it to care about. For years, those in City Hall have only helped those who can help them. But on January 1st, we will usher in a city government that helps everyone. Now, I know that many have heard our message only through the prism of misinformation. Tens of millions of dollars have been spent to redefine reality and to convince our neighbors that this new age is something that should frighten them. As has so often occurred, the billionaire class has sought to convince those making $30 an hour that their enemies are those earning $20 an hour. They want the people to fight amongst ourselves so that we remain distracted from the work of remaking a long broken system.
That I agree with. Hold up. He's cooking. I agree with this specifically. This right here. That's a fair take. That is a fair take. And this has been something that has been going on for over a decade. The class war has been nothing but basically cockfighting. And I don't mean that cock, I mean the chicken. Okay? Chill out.
We refuse to let them dictate the rules of the game anymore.
Fair.
They can play by the same rules as the rest of us. Together, we will usher in a generation of change. And if we embrace...
Now, I do want to bring something up that this is a fine line that he's drawing here. In theory, it is a good idea to tax the rich more so that those who are less fortunate can live better, right? In theory. The problem is, rich people don't play by the same games as non-rich people. If you're telling somebody who is currently, let's say they're getting taxed 50%, right? Let's say they're getting taxed 50%. Let's say you want to raise the taxes on them. And let's say they make, let's say they got $50 million, right? 50 million. You're taxing them 50%. Every single year, 50%. And then you continue to raise that up 2, 3, right? Because a couple of the I have heard a couple of the things that he has spoken of as far as like policies he wants to implement. In theory, they are good policies, but they require massive amounts of funding. Where do you get this funding? Well, if you're sticking to what your speech is here today, you're getting that funding from the rich and therefore providing it to the poor, right? Rich people aren't going to put up with this shit, right? They are not going to sit around and just let you fleece them. They have the resources to literally do what most people threaten to do, and that is just pack up and fucking move. The rich people will leave New York, so then they no longer have to pay the taxes of New York. You got to keep in mind that these people play by different rules. They have no problem packing shit up and just dipping. They gone. They gone. They're going to move somewhere where they have the tax advantage, and they will continue to do that even if it means they have to move out of the fucking country. Like, they don't care, right? if that happens, New York is going to go under. And that is because New York is already being provided. I think it's like something crazy. It was like 40 something percent of New York's entire income was just from the top 1% that live in New York. If the top 1% that live in New York leave New York, well, then there goes 40% of your overall budget from taxes. New York will fall apart. You cannot take a 40% loss and think that your city is going to survive. It'll be one of the most economic fucking craters of all time. So, in theory, this is a very good thing. And hopefully, Zoran has the people in the background who have helped him on his campaign that can convince some of these 1%ers to either replace the ones that will leave or convince the ones that are there to stay. Because the minute that he raises it too far for them, they will leave. And there's nothing stopping them. You cannot mandate them to stay. And even if you did, it wouldn't matter because they would still leave. And then you would never see a dime.
This brave new course, rather than fleeing from it, we can respond to oligarchy and authoritarianism with the strength it fears, not the appeasement it craves. After all, if anyone can show a nation betrayed by Donald Trump how to defeat him,
oh, here we go.
It is the city that gave rise to him.
This is the part everybody's been talking about. I do want to say before we get into the fucking meat and potatoes here, listen, if you don't want radical people getting positions of power, then you need to, one, be providing housing for people, two, provide a good wage to everyone, and three, provide food to everyone at a not $10 over the fucking original price count price. You have to. The more the common person is upset with their situation, the more drastic the decision they will make to try to course correct that decision. This is how radicals come into power. The more drastic things are, the more radical people will choose because it will offset that drastic position. And in theory, it's right until it goes wrong.
And if there is any way to terrify a despot, it is by dismantling the very conditions that allowed him to accumulate power. This is not only how we stop Trump, it's how we stop the next one. So Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up.
Oh boy.
We will hold bad landlords to account because the Donald Trumps of our city have grown far too comfortable taking advantage of their tenants.
Now this, I also agree with. I think this is a universal problem. The rise of rental property has allowed landlords to try and milk 70 to 50% profit margins on their rental properties. And I think it's a fucking farce. Like, it's bullshit. It's a fucking scam. They disallow pets. They do not provide utilities. And they are not fronting the cost to fucking fix your goddamn apartment while you're in it. Because that is their responsibility. Maintenance on an apartment is their responsibility. And maintenance, by the way, hi, tradesman here. Hey, hello. I've worked for several of these types of rental businesses, right? I've worked for nursing homes. I've worked for hotels. I've worked for HUD housing. I've worked for fucking regular apartment style buildings, right? And by regular apartment style, I mean no sort of government assistance, no sort of weird like third party fucking, like, you guys ever seen these fucking like rental properties that like don't actually have like a landlord there? It's just some fucking company that hires like a third party person who also lives in an apartment. Like, what the fuck is that bullshit, right? That shit's crazy. I have worked for years on this shit in these different places. I know the games that these motherfuckers play in the background and behind the scenes to get away with fleecing you for everything that you have. Which is why when I say that if you can't make a fucking apartment building run efficiently off of $1,000 a month off of a single individual or a family, then you need to get out of the fucking rental space because you don't know how to do your fucking job. Are there situations where apartments cost a fuck ton of money to repair? Say you got a bad tenant, right? And they destroy the place. I mean, they got a dog, he fucking piss shits, fucking tears shit up, all the fucking trim, baseboard, all that shit is just fucked up, right? Got some dirty motherfucker in there, right? Just ruins the whole place. If you cannot fix that with on-site staff, with third-party contractor that you can get a good deal, decent rate with because you provide them consistent business, then you are just fucking shit at your job. Straight up. And a lot of them are going to pop in. They're going to say, oh, the fucking, the price of materials has gone up and it's making, we have a bunch of back end fucking fees and taxes and fucking regulationary shit that we have to deal with. Yeah, shut the fuck up, dude. None of that shit is expensive enough to justify trying to shoot for 70 to 50% profit margins. It's like any other business. It's like any other fucking business. There's a ton of like back end business expenses that you do have to deal with, but they are not so great that you should be making 50 to 70% profit margins in fleecing your fucking tenants, raising rent every fucking year. Shut the fuck up. Quit crying. It's bullshit. It's complete bullshit. And they're even running credit now. They're running your fucking credit. Are you kidding me? So this has been something that has been let go and long overdue, an absolute revamp, overhaul the entire system. And it is time we get back to the tenant first policies. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Like, it's crazy, like, how good that we can be with making good policy change, and then the places that are suffering the most don't even get looked at. It's insane to me.
We will put an end to the culture of corruption that has allowed billionaires like Trump to evade taxation.
Also, I do want to clarify. If you're a landlord, you can charge more than $1,000, but you need to fucking add on shit for the tenant, right? You need to be paying the electric and the water, because even the average amount with a family is not that much per year annually. We're talking average family. That's 2 adults, probably a kid or 2, and they probably got a dog or a cat or whatever the fuck, right? Per year, they do not use near the utility. And I would even go so far as to, like, if you're running a bit more of an expensive apartment, right? And you don't want certain clientele, I think it's fair to disallow people who are on government assistance. They have specific programs and things that help those specific people. If you want to stay away from those type of clients, sure. But I mean, you're staying away from them anyway because you're charging out the ass. But yeah, I think anything over $1,000, you have to pay utilities. You have to allow a pet, right? There has to be perks involved to paying that much money. Because that's insane. Because most people, they make $2,000 a month. That's it. That's most people. That's the average. Because I see these statistics online and they're saying, oh yeah, the average is fucking like $50,000. Fucking where? Where? The average person is not making 50 grand. The average person probably makes anywhere from 14 to 18 an hour. And after taxes, that comes out to around $2,000 a month. $2,000. $2,000 to like $2,500 a month. That is not enough. Not enough. When everything is up 150, 250, 350%, $2,000 is not enough. And then you have, on top of that, no utilities included, $1,500 a month rent. And this is mainly in cities, right? But like outside of cities, it's still pretty bad. There's a lot of small towns out there that are getting up to about $1,000 a month now, which is insane. For some shit hole in the wall, fucking roaches running around ass fucking apartment. And you're charging $1,000. That's crazy.
And exploit tax breaks. We will stand alongside unions and expand labor protections because we know, just as Donald Trump does, that when working people have ironclad rights, the bosses who seek to extort them become very small indeed. New York will remain a city of immigrants, a city built by immigrants, powered by immigrants, and as of tonight, led by an immigrant. So hear me, President Trump, when I say this. To get to any of us, you will have to get through all of us. When we enter City Hall in 58 days, expectations will be high. We will meet them. A great New Yorker once said that while you campaign in poetry, you govern in prose. If that must be true, let the prose we write still rhyme, and let us build a shining city for all. And we must chart a new path, as bold as the one we have already traveled. After all, the conventional wisdom would tell you that I am far from the perfect candidate. I am young, despite my best efforts to grow older. I am Muslim. I am a democratic socialist. And most damning of all, I refuse to apologize for any of this.
Hey, I think that's fair. Hey, he's sticking to his convictions. That's more than most politicians.
And yet, if tonight teaches us anything, it is that convention has held us back. We have bowed at the altar of caution, and we have paid a mighty price. Too many working people cannot recognize themselves in our party. And too many among us have turned to the right for answers to why they've been left behind. We will leave mediocrity in our past. No longer will we have to open a history book for proof that Democrats can dare to be great. Our greatness will be anything but abstract.
You know what the crazy part is? Thinking about it? If Zoran actually manages to turn New York City around, I think that he won't be celebrated for it. And I'm not even talking about the right. I'm talking about the Democrats. This is my prediction. I think if Zoran does what he's supposed to do, New York City becomes a safe city to be in. And he makes good on some of these promises. I think the Democrats will turn on him. Because people will look at Zoran and they will say, why the fuck aren't you doing this? And they will use Zoran as an example. I mean, it'll happen on the red Republican side too, but I think the Democrats, because they're full of emotional, liberal fucking retards, I think they will froth at the fucking mouth if Zoran is successful. Because they will get compared to him 100% of the time. It'll happen. And they will turn on him. Every single Democrat that has shown goodwill and good faith, their toxic, radical side has switched up on them. Every one of them.
It will be felt by every rent-stabilized tenant who wakes up on the first of every month, knowing the amount they're going to pay hasn't soared since the month before. It will be felt by each grandparent who can afford to stay in the home they have worked for, and whose grandchildren live nearby because the cost of childcare didn't send them to Long Island. It will be felt by the single mother who is safe on her commute and whose bus runs fast enough that she doesn't have to rush school drop-off to make it to work on time. And it will be felt when New Yorkers open their newspapers in the morning and read headlines of success, not scandal.
Newspapers? Bruh, it's 2025. Ain't nobody read a fucking newspaper. That's Firestarter. What the hell?
Most of all, it will be felt by each New Yorker when the city they love finally loves them back. Together, New York. We're going to freeze the... Together, New York. We're going to make buses fast and... Together, New York. We're going to deliver universal... Let the words we've spoken together, the dreams we've dreamt together, become the agenda we deliver together.
He is a really good speaker. I'll give him that. He is a really, really good speaker. So, crazy. That is his victory speech, at least a little segment of it. Now to the main video of the day. Lock in, boys. We're going to be here for a hot minute enjoying this. SEMA 2025. Get your gearheads on. We're going to go fucking buck wild with this. 4K. Got to have it in 4K. All right. All right. Focus. Focus. Lock in. Take your Adderall. Let's go. All right. Turn that down. That's loud as shit.
This is our Ferrari 48 GT3 Evo.
Ferrari. Ooh. I love those fucking rims. I love those rims. I hate Ferrari though, by the way. Listen, you couldn't give me enough money to put me in a fucking Ferrari. That carbon aero diffuser in the front, fucking crazy. Spoiler, nice spoiler. Diffuser in the back. Oh shit, look at that BMW. Hey. That shit's fucking clean. Yo! Bro, that shit's fucking wild. Bro. Something I've always wanted to do, and this is a project that I'm going to start at some point, is I want to get a Dodge Challenger SXT. And you might be wondering, why the fuck would you get an SXT? It's cheap, 1. 2. For a time, while I am building up the money that I need, it is reliable. Because that little V6 that they got in that fucking thing, 3.6 liter fucking variable valve timing, it's a decent little V6. It's not anything crazy, but it's a decent little V6, right? It'd be a nice little car to get around on for a while, right? Because I want to get a Liberty Walk kit to put on the car. And I want the car to get an engine swap. And I'm going to swap it to a Demon motor. Full on, romping, 800 plus horse V8. Just screaming. That's what I want to do. But I want the SXT because the SXT has an option for all-wheel drive. If you were to take a modern Challenger Charger, what would you say is the biggest weakness on a light-to-light scenario? The wheels spin. By the time that you catch traction in fourth fucking gear, or third gear, like the late end of third gear, that Supra that pulled up next to you, they're 3 miles down the fucking road. You lost. Because you're out here spinning your tires like a fucking idiot. But if you have an SXT and it's all-wheel drive, and you have it modified to handle the extra power that a normal Demon would have, suddenly you're right with them. And in a lot of scenarios, you're running past them. Now, the kit is to simply make the Challenger different, right? Because I see Challengers Like up here where I live, Dodge is very popular. There's Dodges everywhere. So I don't want to get a Challenger that's going to look like everybody else's fucking Challenger. So that's why I want to put the kit on there, space the tires a little bit more, got some fucking wider stance to it with the all-wheel drive system, and then juice it. That's a fucking dream of mine. One, that, you know, because I'll probably have like a Toyota. Probably gonna get like a Toyota. I haven't decided with like which one I'm gonna get, but probably get a Tundra, to be honest, because I would like a truck, and it'd be nice to have a truck. So I'll probably get a Tundra. That'll be like my reliable car. And then I'll probably get the Challenger after, and then the Challenger will kind of just be my my gas saver while I'm building up the money to get all the work done on it. And part of the work I'll do myself, but you know, we move. Dude, I think the kits are sick though. If you get a good kit for your car, it looks so sick. That interior is crazy. Yo! I need to make it to one of these, man. Oh shit, we got some AMG. Ooh. V8 bi-turbo. That fucking Mercedes be killing it with these interiors.
Oh yes,
That shit looks wild. I don't like the spoiler though. I don't like that spoiler. Not a fan. For the previous car, not this. This actually looks pretty sick. See, this is like the little details that I noticed, right? I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of the red accent on the diffuser. Not my thing. The carbon, I'm cool with the carbon. I think they should have just went full carb and left that. I mean, if you would have done any accent, I think you would have done gold. But the red is just weird. It's just weird. I don't like that it's not the same. Got the Recaro seats in there. I see those. I spotted those. Those mirrors are kind of crazy too. Ooh. Boy, Toyo Tires is showing out, huh? Those are some deep dish ass rims, bro. I'm not really a big fan of the that style though, like the star style rims. I think they're okay, but I'm not really that big of a fan. Damn! Them bitches deep! Oh shit! Yo! That thing looks like it'd be loud as fuck on the road. I ain't gonna lie. I just see them knobby ass fucking tires and I just hear tire noise in my head.
Oh, okay. What do you want? What do you want?
Dang.
All right.
Oh, that's nice. I wouldn't be fucking letting my kid fucking do that shit. I ain't gonna lie. But hey, fucking have some respect. Ain't no way, bro. Yo, look at that old Chevy, son. God dang, dude. This generation of trucks had such a fucking presence. Like, I see a couple of these. Like, I don't see very many Chevys, but I do see like some old fucking Fords. Oh, dude, they're so cool, man. I liked this year of truck. I mean, look at that. That's so gnarly, dude. Oh, nice. Nice little Beamer. Them wheels are fucking crazy, dude. These BBSs, they're fucking nuts. Oh my god, I want one. I want all of them. Not so much this one. Yo. Brother. Bro, I don't even know what Mercedes this is. Bro, I just want it though. I just want it. Bro, this shit is insane. Bro, this looks like a Forza Time Attack car. Like every time I build a Time Attack car, it has so much aero, it's insane. Brother, look at that. And it has like the open end fucking wheel covers over here. That's insane. Bro, this is so aggressive. I fucking love it. I would also like not own this in any place that isn't flat, but like unless it's on bags, then I can, I wouldn't be as worried. But like goddamn. And I doubt this is because this looks like a proper like Toyo Tires Time Attack. Bro. What a fucking sick build. Dude, Toyo fucking killed it on that one. I thought this was a Porsche. I couldn't quite tell. Oh, that's clean. It's just clean. Oh, brother. Bro, that looks so sick. It's so ridiculous, but so sick. Oh, shit. We got a Chevy. What's your guys' thoughts on like these like higher profile rims on muscle cars? I think this specifically, I think this is clean. I think this is clean because like when Fast and the Furious like really popped off, like everybody started doing the high like what I mean by like high profile rims is the rims are expanded and there's not that much tire essentially. It's like high size rims, low size tire, right? That's what I mean by high profile. And I think there is a taste for these, but I do think I've seen people overuse it for sure. For sure. But this is simple, it's clean. Hondas. I never been that much of a Honda guy, I'm gonna be honest. It never really my thing. Never really my thing. For a time, I was a Mitsubishi guy. I was a big fan of the Evos, and the Eclipse. But unfortunately, they just bowed out. I was very disappointed. Oh, dude, the fucking army green on any sort of off-roader is so attractive. Oh my god. Dude. I fucking wish International was still around, bro. Oh, look at that cute little shit kicker. Back with the BBSs. Not the plaid. We rocking the plaid for the vintage look. It is kind of sick though. I ain't even gonna lie. I can't lie. I like my plaid. Sort of. God damn. Oh shit. Classic, classic. Dude, these Chevy trucks, I loved these trucks. A little sidestep. I called them the Chevy Smurf sides. Because they were, man, just single cab, just like they were all engine and no truck. Like they were just Chevy Smurf sides. You just little baby trucks. They were so good though. I loved them. Like this right here, too much. Too much. I don't like this. Way too much rim for a fucking for a fucking muscle car like this. Not a fan. Not a fan. I do like the two-tone with the fucking the soft top. Or was that hard top? Oh. Okay. Fucking damn. Some of these rims are deep dish as fuck. Jesus. Brother. Bro. How you going to just bring your daily here, dude? Where's the craziness? I mean, to be fair, there's probably like a crazy ass fucking suspension components and shit underneath here to give it this much of a lift with the fucking crazy fucking tires. God damn, there's some big ass motherfuckers.
Everybody has
Oh my god. Hell yeah. Dude, that thing's wicked.
I'm the owner here. We use a lot of your guys.
Okay, so we're back to this one. I'm torn on. I don't know if I quite like it, and I kind of like it at the same time. Oh, they're so good looking. Like this is okay. This is okay. I like it. All blacked out Camaro, carbon rims. Okay, respectable. Got the Michelins. I don't know what Michelins those are, but I know they're solid fucking Michelins, bro. Fuck. Dude, I see the carbon. Oh my god, dude, this thing's so fucking clean. Bro, I want it, man. Yo, is this a time attack? Oh my god. Honda Racing? Bro, we need to get back to the point to where America was heavily involved in the racing scene. But the problem is, like, the insurance companies in the US have been diabolical with doing anything they can to kill car culture in the US. I think we need to roll back some of these regulations and restrictions so we can get these tracks open again and save the ones that have already gone out of business. I really do. I think we need to get back to car culture in the US, man. None of this EV bullshit. Throw it out. Right? Y'all can have your space, right? Give you a little section, right? But the rest of us, come on, man. I mean, look at all of these, man. Who wouldn't want to go to fucking Saturday night fucking time attack racing, bro? Come on. Oh my god, dude, it's so sick. What a machine. Oh. Damn. Dude. If this was my Integra, I'd be fucking... I'd go through the transmission so fast. I'd be racing everyone. I'd be like, hey, bro, you want to run it, bro? You want to run it, you little stupid? I'd be a menace. Dude, look at that fucking thing. Holy. Bro, these would be so dreadful to get out of. I'm just thinking about that. Like the older I get, the more I look at like, man, imagine getting out of that motherfucker.
And then our group at my section is still
Fire breathing
I do like the rally cars. That is something that I still watch. Like, I'll throw it on my fucking TV when I'm like doing shit on here. I do like watching like rally championship shit. Oh, so good.
Jeff Proctor, team principal, Honda Off-Road.
Oh, yeah.
We're here at SEMA 2025.
Look at that fucking thing. Crazy. Oh, the white walls. Yes, dude. That thing is fucking stanced. Holy shit. Bro, I'm afraid to stance a car, right? I am. Dead ass. I'm afraid to stance a car just for the fact that I'm like, I have like a paranoia in my head of like one of my bags going out and then like my car is fucked. I've seen that so many times that I'm just afraid of it, like off rip. Brother, look at that. Oh my God. Hey, tell me you're Mexican without telling me you're Mexican, okay? Hey, vato! Hey, vato! Hey, look at my whip, Holmes. God damn, that thing is fine. Shit. Oh, man. That's crazy. I love these fucking cars, man. I tell you what, man, I appreciate all the Hispanics out there, man. I appreciate all of you for bringing your car culture here, because this shit was fucking lit, bro. I remember like when we first like back in Iowa, we used to have a summer, like a big like car show summer event type thing. I can't remember what the hell it was called. But there's like a certain section of downtown that was completely blocked off, and you could have drag races downtown. And like there was like barricades, everything was safe, all that stuff, you know, and the road was like freshly paved and taken care of specifically for the drag races that were to take place downtown. And everybody turned out for that. I mean, there was cars for as far as the eye could see. And there was a section of these hydraulic fucking lowrider, just fucking bouncing fucking cars. And I got in one, and they were doing demos and shit. So I got in one, and I remember just getting launched off the fucking seat. They were fucking hitting those things, man. Oh my God, dude. It was so sick, man. So sick. I always thought that these were the fucking coolest, man. Oh my God, look at that fucking Lambo, bro. Dude, this is straight out of Forza type shit. What are all the slips on the windshield wipers? Y'all let me know. Yo. God, Lambos are so fucking cool, man. If I ever did become rich, I probably would buy one Lambo. I really don't think that I would buy more than one. I really don't. Just because it's not a practical car for me. Like, as far as like... Because, like, when you buy a Lambo for the out-of-the-box performance of a Lambo, right? Whereas, or like I guess you could buy it as a collector as well. But whereas I would like to buy something and then turn it into something, right? So it could be, it would be like a good example would be like I think if I were to build a car, no, I mean I already talked about the Challenger before. It would be something that's like not typical to be sporty, right? So I would get y'all might call me crazy, but I would get something as crazy as a Toyota Sienna. But y'all don't know what a Toyota Sienna is. Let me show you. A Toyota Sienna minivan. These. I would get this one with the fucking really aggressive front end. And I would modify this to be an absolute monster. Similar to this. BC Moto. So BC Moto did a modification on a Honda Odyssey and just made it an absolute fucking ripper of a machine. I would do the same thing with a Sienna. I would take a
It starts quietly.
I would take a non-performance vehicle and I would make it an absolute unit. That's why I would only buy one Lamborghini, because I would enjoy owning one. I'm not going to pretend that I wouldn't, right? But I would love to just fucking take a vehicle that is not known for anything and just turn it into an absolute eye turner, bro. That's clean. That's clean.
No, that's why you go.
But I immediately got home and bought an 81 or 2 Scirocco. My dad has probably good one out to everybody.
Simple. I get behind that.
This is epic.
Bro, the Datsuns.
Oh my goodness. Okay, poison.
That shit's crazy. Lambo. Damn. Man. I don't know how I feel about these fucking high profile rims on single cab trucks. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like a part of me thinks it's sick. And the other part of me is like, I don't know about it. God damn, it's clean though. It's so clean. Oh my God. Damn. Oh. Bro. I wish more brands would just make cars like this, bro. Just like you know you're gonna sell it at a loss, or not like a loss like per car, but like at a loss as in like only specific types of people are gonna buy this vehicle. But I wish that like car brands did that more often, because like, man, it would be so sick. Dang. Bro, I don't even know what the fuck this is. Okay. Hold up.
I've seen some more.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh my god.
It looks black.
It's got the Whipple? Oh, the interior is so nuts. Oh, I love that. Oh my god. Brother. I really don't know how I feel about this weird like single cab fucking thing that Ford did. Like obviously this one is exaggerated, so it kind of looks sick. Except for this. I don't like this. I don't like the top. I think it'd have been cooler if they got rid of the tailgate and they took this off and they had two of these bad boys back there on a rack. Made it look like a trophy truck. I think that'd have been cooler. This is kind of, I don't know, throws me off. Nice. Simple, clean. Simple, clean.
What do you mean just keep whose is it?
I don't know.
Bro, there's so much to look at. Man, them rims are fucking crazy, brother. Holy. I would hate to have to change one of them bitches out. My God. Oh. It's so sick, dude. What? The fucking GTO, dude. Damn. What the fuck? Was this a leftovers? Yo. That's crazy. Bro, this thing is butt ass ugly. I ain't even gonna... Yo, a Stance Suburban is crazy though. I like that. I like it. I like it for how crazy it is, but I don't like it because this shit's ugly as hell. Bro, I don't even know what the fuck this thing is. What is this thing? Yo. Time attack. Oh. That's crazy. Okay. Oh my god, dude. We're just doing a Fast and Furious thing now? No. No, it's nice. It's okay. It's okay. It's clean. I'll give him that. Ooh, there we go. Four-wheel drive Toyota. Okay.
Sorry. Oh, you good, dude.
Bro, the Stance kits with the body swap, or like not the body swap, but the body extenders, crazy. That's a sick Nissan, bro. Fuck, that's nice. Yo, that shit's wicked. What the fuck? Origin point from the UK? Yo. Twin turbo Huracan, 1100 horse out of a 5.2 liter V10. Damn. The Fairlane. Okay. Oh my god, dude, I'm so tired of seeing Subarus. That's another thing that's like uber popular here. Although it is nicer to see an older one. But why the gold rims, bro? Why? Why? Oh, I fucking hate that. Oh. I was never a Subaru guy, man. I don't hate, man. If Subaru is your thing and you like the STIs, hey, fair. I got respect for you at least. But damn. The Ferrari swap is crazy. That's crazy. Did it say how much he's pulling on this thing? What's the fucking naturally aspirated Ferrari 360 V8? Hey man, don't show this to Ferrari. They're gonna sue him. He's gonna have to take the motor out. Yo. Now this. I would buy one of these. That's a nice Cayenne, bro. I actually do like the Golfs. I do. I think they're neat little cars, man. Bro, this thing is ready to go, lad. Oh my god, this thing is ugly as fuck. Listen, I wouldn't have went this year, bro. I would have finished the full fucking replacement here, full carb, the whole thing, and then go to SEMA. Like, I do like the forged black look on the hood, though. That thing's kind of sick. But, like the green is so off-putting. I hate that. And the what is this car? Oh. Bro, some of the Cadillac, what the hell are these fucking things called? I see it. CTSV? Is that what it is? CTSV? Because I know they had like the, what is it called? The Blackwing, right? Oh. I don't know if this works for me. I think if they would have done just the carbon hood and they would have left the diffuser and stuff, the matte black, I think I would like it more. And then carbon the mirrors. If I were to critique it, yeah. But it is a cool car. It looks fucking sick. See, I noticed that these Lambo guys, they're just doing way too much. They're doing way too much, man. Like, there's a tasteful too much, and then there's like, what the fuck is this shit too much? I don't like this. I don't. Bro, it looks like I'm playing Car Mechanic Simulator and I just got lazy and I do see he's got the Pirellis here for the fucking tires. And those rims are pretty decent. Nice. That's beautiful. Dune Patrol. Okay. God damn. All right, be honest though. Be honest. How many times has this been off-road? And how many times has it been at the mall? Just saying. These are important questions. Parking lot princess or Baja Beast? It's okay. It's alright. Oh, that's nice. It's like an absolute bitch to work on, but nice. Dude, Hyundai, that thing looks kind of wicked. Ain't gonna lie. That's a nice time attack, bro. Voltex Racing. Whoa. That's nice. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is... Ship this shit out of here. What the fuck? Y'all gave this a spot at SEMA? What the fuck? Although, aren't these wheels... Are these Volster wheels? Wait, what kind of... Damn. What kind of wheels are those? I recognize the logo, but I can't think of the name. Lamborghini. See, this is more of what I'm talking about. I like this. Super clean. It's a nice STO. Clean.
20 seconds later, approved. Make 2 sets of bolts.
The diffuser setup on Lamborghinis are fucking insane. Holy shit. Just doubling up on the fucking spoilers on the back too. Jesus. Oh yeah. 911. I remember the coolest people that I ever met, car guys, was when I was still doing Wrangler / maintenance work for the local parks. There were these 2 guys that came and visited. Obviously, you know, these guys had a little money, right? They got a little Instagram page. And they were both rocking GT3 RSs. 2 of them. One of them was like the really like bright, like off green. And then like the other one was like the really bright blue. And they had full carbon aero on these things. I mean, absolutely decked out. And they fucking... I could say this now since I'm not working at the place anymore, but I hopped in with them, right? Literally clocked out, hopped in with these guys, and they were whipping me around these fucking corners. It was so insane how good the performance of those fucking cars are. I mean, I didn't feel it like even slightly step out. And we're whipping these fucking corners like fucking 50, 60, 70 miles an hour. And if y'all have never been to the Black Hills in South Dakota, we have some sharp ass fucking turns. But these cars didn't move a millimeter. It was insane. I was so fucking shocked about how planted those fucking cars are. And I've always been kind of addicted to Porsche anyway, because I just like their performance, right? But like, god damn. Yeah, shit. I had jaw to the floor the whole time. Brother. Borsteiner. Look at that. Jesus. I really think simpler is better with me when it comes to Lambos. Like, I like seeing like the crazy, like colorful fucking nonsense. But at the same time, like this is more tasteful to me. Like if you had like a couple of the previous ones, a couple of the previous STOs, and like some Aventadors, like with this, I'm taking this. I'm taking this one. Or the last one, like the green one with the fucking gold trim. I would have taken that one too, probably. But like this, oh, all day. It's like the fucking Batmobile, bro. That's a nice Ferrari. Better than the goddamn Ferrari red. All right, hold on. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. I had to make some food, man. I'm freaking starving. Beautiful. Firestone. Nice SS. Are you kidding me? Look at that thing. Oh my God, it's beautiful. I gotta let these things cool down. They're fucking hot as shit. Damn. Not my favorite C63 that we looked at on the last one. Damn. That thing is wicked, bro. That's just clean, bro. It's just clean. Man. I'm surprised Ford didn't compete a little bit harder with the GT. And Dodge, to be honest, with the Viper. I'm surprised they didn't go at Chevy a bit more when they were really pushing those new style of Corvettes. I don't know, man. I tell you what, at least for Dodge, it'd have been a lot better for them to do that than to go the fucking weird EV route that they did. Damn! Damn, those fucking rims are crazy, bro. I think I'm one of those people that, like, the more that you do to a BMW, the more I like it. Oh, the hatchback is nice. I don't know, man. The pearlescent green wasn't my thing. Is this our first Audi? That's a clean RS3, to be fair. I can feel the fucking sauce in my beard, bro. What the fuck? Oh, the K5 Blazer. Velocity. That's a clean ass Trans Am. That's super clean. That's not bad. That thing is fucking wicked, bro. And it's full carbon. Holy shit. My God. That's a clean ass Ford, I'll tell you that. Man. That's crazy.
I got away from race cars and you're more northeast, okay?
Now that looks like a time attack car right there. That's wicked.
Red.
Damn, they got donut on there? Those rims are fucking deep. God damn. I do like it though, it's clean. That's not bad. It's not bad. I was never into this style, to be fair. Oh, that's a beauty. That is a beauty if I've ever seen. Rims were a bit much. This is nice though. I like this. My God. Amen, brother, USA. Bro, that shit is crazy. These Pro Stock cars are fucking wicked. Look at how fat those fucking tires are on the back. My God. I literally don't think I've ever seen one this close. This is insane.
Get into track day car, I like go to track day and then go take my son go-karting. It's like, oh.
I'd be too afraid to drive this shit open top. Oh, that's nice. Is that a fastback? It is a fastback. I don't like the deep dish in the back. Not a fan of that. It is really clean. It's all right. This Toyota's really clean. I like the color on that Rubicon. It's real clean. I like that. Yo, they got the retro Porsche.
They only put it on the parentals because all the other lights were over.
Damn. I really like this. The RGB stickers, not so much, but the car, crazy. Wait, is this the Time Attack fucking Mitsubishi? Oh my god! How much aero do you need? This is what I'm talking about, GT3 RS, except way more aero. What the fuck? This shit is sick. I love the GT3 RS. It's so clean. I love it.
Hey man, I'm sorry I didn't get back to you.
I think I like this Supra the best.
What about Project Moon?
Dang.
Give it a shot again.
I was about to say that's a Mercedes. Yo, the 4Runner looks sick.
Yeah, that guy I remember.
Want to get a picture of the car?
Oh yeah. Nice. Oh, this is cool. I like this. No, that's sick. Good old Chevy Smurf side, man. Yo! That's a nice Core GT, bro. GT 500, nice, nice. Probably the coolest Raptor so far. Bro, the exo frame is crazy. That's not bad.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I'm excited. You guys are so shit.
Yeah, it's complete.
You guys are maintaining your own stuff. stuff when we're on the road for 240 days a year.
That's kind of wicked.
And go home
I
and
ain't
it's a
gonna lie.
mad dash to get this.
That was clean.
Back when I wanted to work,
It's not bad.
I was in,
It's not bad. It's just clean.
magazine
It's
called-
clean.
Yeah.
Good little Nissan Z. Is he restoing a Safari? Is that what that's meant to be?
But obviously not a good one.
RS6 wagon. It is clean. I do like it. I do like it. It is clean. Look at the brakes on the back. The rear brakes are so tiny. Oh, that's a pretty clean Corvette. I don't really like pay attention to enough racing to like know like how sick like some of these like race cars are. Nah, I'll just leave it.
Yeah, well, that was, I think that was the
LS3 Corvette.
I just heard like wiring.
But it was cool.
Thanks for doing this.
Oh, that's clean. That is nice.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. Thanks for the help.
Bro, some of the aero on these are fucking crazy. Bolt-on arches. That fucking aero is nuts. What kind of diffuser is that, bro? That's way too boxy. It'd be an eye looker though, for sure. Yeah, these two are clean. What the fuck is that? Nice. I'm still not a fan of the deep dish in the rear though.
It's kind of the build's done. Owner drives us to work and back every now and then. And it's maybe time to go to new home. So a long project, a lot of work.
Shoe right there, look at that. That says Anthony all over it.
It looks like it would be fun to whip that fucker around, bro. Nice. That's just clean, bro. Straight up clean. You've got a couple of these knocking about, huh? Hey, yo! Where's the headlight? There's got to be somebody's drift car, right? McLaren. Look at the camber in the front wheels. That was gnarly. Carbon diffuser, carbon spoiler. Dang. That's nice. That is nice. I think out of all the Skylines, this one's probably my favorite so far. Just color scheme wise. Super clean. Oh, it's nice, bro. So nice. Look at that big bore fucking exhaust. Oh. Yo, look at that. Dude, this Trans Am is fucking wicked, bro. Bro, this is some straight out of Fast and Furious shit, dude. If you said this was in Too Fast, Too Furious, bro, I'd have believed you. Look at this. This thing is wicked. This thing is wicked. Bro, it's got the front wheels are cambered. Wow. That's nuts. Nice. That's clean, bro. It's just clean. That's a good look. I do like that. It's nice and beefy. Man, that shit looks comfortable as hell. I ain't even gonna lie. That's a nice Subaru. Bro, what the hell them seats, brother? This shit's crazy. Yo. Oh my god. Bro, with the Plymouth badging on the fucking, the covers? That's crazy. What the hell? Really straight out of Cyberpunk, bro. Them things are the deepest dish of the deep dishes so far. My god. I like the little spikes and shit. Oh my god, this thing is so clean. Oh, I love that. Oh, it's definitely going to be in like one of my top favorites of this entire montage. Oh my god.
Are you going to be at the...
Oh, I hate those rims. I hate those rims, bro. Why? Why? Why the toothpaste white rims, brother? Bro, this is like one of those cars that like I make in GTA 5 and I'm just like, oh, what was I thinking? And I change it to all black. Brother, it went hard if he would have went with carbon here, but he went with all white and what's happening? What the fuck, lad? Oh, I didn't see that he's got a little white accent underneath the mirror here as well. Oof. I don't know if there's enough white on here to justify these fat fucking white rims. Man. If he would have had a little bit more white accents, I think I would have given him the pass. Cause like, oh, you guys can't even see that, but like the exhaust is like gold. It's like, man.
Hector.
Oh, that's pretty nice. I would have liked a little bit more carbon, like where the black is here. I would have liked a little bit more carbon. But overall, I like this Lambo. It's a nice Lambo. Lamborghini. Yes. Bro, he's got the thing stanced. Bro, he's got the stance rust bucket, lad. That's crazy. This is clean. It's clean. Respectable. Respectable. How do y'all feel about the banners? How do you feel about the banners across the windscreen? I don't know how I feel about them. I think they're all right. They're all right. Decent bit of aero on this. I do like it. It is clean. The Liberty Walk stuff in this video has either been absolutely absurd or it's been really clean. I'd like a little bit more variety though, dude. Like, where's the Rocket Bunny, you know? There's been a couple of other kit brands on here too. Oh, that's nice. So that's got to be the thing, huh? That's got to be the end thing, is to have the deep dish in the back and then the front be your regular rim style. Huh. I don't know how... I don't know. It might work for this a little bit more than the previous ones. But maybe it's because, like, the arches aren't, like, they're not so accentuated. Yo, Lexus has a fucking SUV? I didn't even know. Oh shit. Getting to the Shelby. Damn, they got a fucking spoiler on that bitch? Oh, that's a nice SS. 396. Oh. I got another one of those fucking trucks. This time a Chevy. Oh. All right. La Ferrari. A Bugatti. You got a Bugatti, bruv. Even this has like the deep dish rear rims. It's not even that deep though, to be fair. I think it's probably like what, like 6 inch? 6 inch in. We saw like fucking 12 feet earlier. That shit was crazy. Oh my god. Yo. Oh my god, I'm docking you points. I'm docking you points, bro. I'm docking you points. Why do you not have this rim back here as well? This thing would look next level. Are you serious? Look at this thing. If you had this thing looks straight out of fucking Cyberpunk. If you would have had this rim and that rim at the same. Oh my god. Brother. That shit is sick. I still think I fuck with the all black. Or this. Actually, hold up. This might be my winner, dude. Holy shit. As far as like the Lamborghinis, let me preface that. Or not preface that, but like, you know what I mean, bro. Fuck. Look at the interiors all red. Oh, they're coming for me. They're coming for me. Man, those rims are wicked too, dude. Got another La Ferrari. It's kind of ugly, I ain't gonna lie. Bro, the rolls. Oh my God, the rolls. Bro, even they knew that you wanted to see the rolls. The Ferrari was on screen for 2 seconds. Bro, this thing is wicked. What the hell? Is that Pagani? With the Michelins? Carbon? Brother. Why are we back to the rolls? What happened here? Go back to the Pagani. There we go. Oh my God, it's so sick. Oh. Bro. This is a fucking Hiwara? How do you say it? Is anybody else just like not that attracted to the Urus? I think the Urus is okay. It's okay. I do like the front. I do like the aggressive look on the front. But I don't know. This is nice though. This is a nice look at Urus, to be fair. Oh yes. Oh my God. Bro, this might be my favorite car. This might be my favorite car from the whole thing.
My parents and whatnot. Oh, fuck, dude.
Oh, it's so fucking sick. It's so sick. I'm not even gonna dock you points for the fucking deeper dish rear wheels. My God, so good. God, I love it. That's a pretty clean McLaren. I'll give him that. Oh, that is a clean McLaren. I would consider a McLaren more if it didn't have such a stigma for how unreliable they are, as far as even as far as unreliable supercars are. Oh yeah, that's a pretty clean Ferrari. I don't like this one. Not a fan of this rolls. The rims are fucking crazy though, I'll give them that. That's a sick fucking Bronco. Holy shit. Oh my God, bro. What is this? What is this fucking absolute junk? Ooh. Bro took RGB, forged carbon look, and pearlescent and said bet. Look at the fucking diffuser on this fucking thing. Y'all can't see it, bro. Oh my God. Y'all couldn't see that. Hold on. I got you. Look at that fucking diffuser. Look at that fucking thing. Oh my God. That's insanity, bro. Look at those deep dish wheels. Bro, that shit is galaxy, lad. Bro, this shit is wicked. The art on the doors, too. Oh, this is a nice Quattro.
Oh, yeah. They're like $30.
That's a pretty clean Toyota. I ain't gonna lie. Brother.
This makes me want to vomit.
That's a nice skyline. Ram? Ooh. Oh, we're in the Mopar section. Let's go. Man. What a blast from the past. J6. Yo, this Jeep. This is probably the best looking Jeep they've had so far. As far as like how clean it is. What the fuck is that shit on top? This is why I hate that shit. Yo. Brother. The Nissan 240 full kit. Oh my God. Bro, if I ever had my car looking like this, I'd never take it outside again. Bro, that shit would sit in the garage forever. Bro. That's cool. The sideways fucking TV where you... Bro, they didn't put like a tripod in there with a fucking monitor that's like meant to be vertical like that. They just went out. It's the only thing they cheaped out on was the display of how they did it. They just took a TV, made it sideways, changed the layout from the source. And bro, I respect it though. I respect it, bro. Look at this thing, dude. It's freaking wicked, lad. All season fucking Fortune tires. Yo! I don't know if I like this that much. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how much I like this aesthetic. It was cool though, to be fair. Oh my Denali. Trail Commando. That thing's fucking wicked. Holy shit. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. What in the fuck? Bro, there's a dozen of these in the city that's closest to me. What the fuck? We do have a couple of off-road performance shops that'll do crazy shit like that. Bro, this thing looks like it's made to do donuts. That's all I'm thinking in my head. Oh, we going a full carbon Lamborghini. Just carbon everything.
The carbon fiber Lamborghini.
Yo. Look at that. Look at the consistency on the rims as well. Still not. I still think the other one was better. I still think that's my choice as far as the Lamborghinis go. There's too much to look at. I'm looking at all these other cars and shit. Oh my God. Nah, that's my favorite truck. That's my favorite truck. You mean to tell me you got a fucking Dodge Power Wagon? Gave it the army green and just fucking kitted that fucking thing out, brother. Oh, it's so sick. It's so sick. What in the fuck is that? I'm not even interested in the truck. I'm just looking at that fucking monstrosity. Damn. Ooh. Oh, that is a beautiful fucking Nissan GTR, bro. My God, that thing was sick. This is clean. Real clean. I like that. Bro, I saw the fucking reflection right here, and I thought there was paint missing. Yeah, that's a nice Integra, dude. That shit is super clean. Ooh, best WRX by far. Double deep dish on the rims. Fucking clean, dude. Oh, I love it. It's wicked, lad. It's wicked.
You're back in LA now?
It gets the ranking of wicked. Continentals. Damn. I never did like the trucks when they're designed like this. Not a fan. Not a fan. Oh, that's nice. This a clean Civic, man. It's just straight up clean Civic. Ooh, beautiful. Oh my God. Yo, what the fuck? Bro, that thing was fucking crazy. Got a 350Z, nice, nice. I don't know if I like this truck. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I like it. I'm not the biggest fan. Nice. That's a clean Honda, just straight up clean. Wait, did we see that one before? That is terrible. That is awful. How dare they? Is that a Daytona? Hey, get to the next one. No. That's a nice Porsche. Oh, Charger. That's a Charger. Oh, beautiful. I like the Chevelles too. The Chevelles were a good muscle car. The Ford Mustang. Oh, Whipple supercharger. Oh, bro. What the fuck am I looking at? Bro, there's way too much shit to keep track of underneath that truck. Way too much. Holy. Dang, who brought the Barbie truck, bro? God damn. That's fucking clean. That's really clean. Oh, the Shelby. I like that Shelby. The 5.0 looks pretty decent too, but that Shelby.
Oh, sorry.
You're totally good.
Man. Couple of oldies, man. Damn. Full send army. Bro. Low key, I really like these fucking little fucking single door Hondas, bro. The little coupes. Oh. Dude, I would totally pimp one of these out, man. Oh, it's so clean, brother.
They were the West Coast.
It's such a cute little car, brother. It's pretty clean. It's pretty clean. It's alright. It's alright. What in the fucking Hulk? She-Hulk? Bro! That shit is gnarly. I ain't even gonna lie. This shit is so sick. Holy fucking diffuser on that one. My god. Another Shelby, dude. The Shelbys have been looking good, man. It's got the carbon wheels. Gnarly. So are the Michelin pilots, are those the in tires now? Man. That's a nice Toyota. Yo. Hey, the VWs have had some pretty interesting looks in this SEMA video. Oh my god. I'd totally fucking rock that for sure. For sure I'd rock that. That's so sick. This is okay. It's not bad. It looks like you made it in Forza Horizon 5, but you know, we move. Oh, that is a clean GTR. Ooh. Ooh. I like that. Oh. Man. It's crazy to see one of these. It kind of just blew me away, you know? Fucking Datsun, lad. Freaking... Man. That's crazy. We lost some good ones. We lost some good ones. Nice. Those bolt-on arches are crazy. Dang. I don't know if I like this. This is a little crazy. This is another one of them cyberpunk cars, bro. Holy shit. Horn blasters, god damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. 16. 17. 17 turbos? In a fucking Dodge Ram? Brother. That's so insane. Oh, here we go. Here's a better view. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then there was this one here. Wait, no, that's this. Never mind. Oh my god. That is crazy. What a monstrosity. There's a guy in my town that's got one of the 6-door Ford. It's fucking nuts. It's a cool looking rig, but he's got 6 wheels too. That is crazy. Yo, the lifted dually is crazy. That was actually kind of sick. Man, what a video. What a video. That was so good. All right, we got one more. We got one more. And then we are done for this episode. The psychology of a child who grew up too fast.
No one notices at first. You're 7 years old, staring into the eyes of a parent who is falling apart. Maybe it's addiction. Maybe it's anger. Maybe it's just the hollow silence of someone too broken to show up. And without words, something ancient clicks in your small mind. If I don't hold everything together, no one will. This is how a child disappears. Not physically, but psychologically. They smile more, they cry less. They learn to read the room before they speak. They become the emotional thermostat of the household. They become small adults long before their minds are ready, and the world praises them for it. You're so mature. You're so responsible. You're so strong. But no one ever stops to ask, at what cost? This is the invisible grief of those who grew up too fast. And today we're going deep inside the psychology of that child, because the effects don't vanish with age. They shape you. They follow you into relationships, careers, your sense of worth.
I mean, to be fair, you could say that about any like psychological mindset that you gain from your environment as a child. So like, it's not specific to this, but like, yeah, I get what he's saying.
If you don't understand what happened, you'll spend your adult life repeating the survival patterns that once saved you, but are now slowly killing you. Let's start with what's really happening developmentally. When children are forced to emotionally support adults instead of the other way around, psychologists call this parentification. It's when a child becomes the caregiver, the peacekeeper, the therapist, the protector. This isn't just unhealthy, it rewires the brain, because when a child is consistently put in charge of emotional regulation, either their own or others, it creates something called hypervigilance. You're always scanning for danger. You walk on eggshells. You learn that love is a transaction. You give peace, and maybe they'll give you safety. You learn that your needs are dangerous, and theirs are urgent. So you disappear, not physically, but emotionally. And in your place grows a version of you that performs well. You become the good child, the quiet achiever, the therapist friend, the one who never asks for anything. And you wear that identity so convincingly that even you forget it's a mask. But deep down, something hurts. Something aches, because the inner child you buried didn't die. They're still in there screaming silently, "Why didn't anyone protect me?" As you grow older, the symptoms become more complex. You might become hyper-independent. You refuse help, push people away, or never feel truly safe in love. You might feel numb during happy moments, because joy feels unfamiliar, unearned, even dangerous. You might struggle to rest because productivity is the only way you've ever felt worthy.
So, oh, what the hell did I just hit? I don't know. I was thinking of using myself as like the guinea pig for this video, but I didn't consider the fact that I also have ADHD. Because I was going to push back on the hyperactivity thing, or the, what is it?
Unearned, even dangerous. You might struggle to rest because productivity is
the productivity. So hold on, I gotta think about this clearly here. I think in many cases where somebody was forced to grow up too quickly, I do think that there is an element of people that I'm thinking of in my head. There is definitely a sample size of people who put productivity above everything. And then there's also a sample size of people who are shutting down from everything, right? Because they are essentially becoming the child as an adult. If that makes sense. So it's instead of like that child screaming from the inside, it's essentially that child just takes you over. And that's the type of person that usually shuts down. They are very emotionally irregulated, right? They're just fucking, they're basically just a loose cannon, right? And I do believe that is a serious drawback from growing up too early, right? Because you do eventually learn the lessons that you should have learned as a child, but when you learn them in adulthood, they're usually in the form of disciplinary response to actions that you did off of a childish whim.
The only way you've ever felt worthy. And worst of all, you might not even realize you're still stuck in survival mode. Because when dysfunction is normalized early, your nervous system accepts chaos as baseline. Stillness feels wrong. Peace feels suspicious.
The survival mode I get that. I'm still in that, right? 100%. Not to the severe degree I used to be. I used to put survival over everything. And I did not care whose feelings I hurt. I did not care who was around me and what love they were trying to provide. All right, I threw it all out the window. My only goal was very selfish, and it was my own survival. That's it. That is it. I put survival over everything. Love, family, friends, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Worthless. If they did not further my ambitions when it came to security in survival, then they just didn't matter.
Love feels like a debt you'll have to repay. This is the psychology of a child forced to grow up too fast. It's not just sadness. It's a complex trauma that reshapes how you view the world, and more importantly, yourself. Now, you may ask, why would any child willingly take on that role? Because children will do anything for attachment, even abandon themselves. The choice is never conscious, it's biological.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. Like, you know, as a child, the one thing that you want when you are younger as a child is to be loved by your parents. When you reach adolescence is when you start to think of your self-image. And then I would say as a teenager is like the height of caring about fitting in. That's when your self-image is the most important, right? And I think in adolescence, you're figuring out what that is. And then when you get to your teenage age, that's when you are doing everything you can to essentially wear what you think that image is as a suit of armor. And then as you get into adulthood and you become a bit more clear, a bit more secure on like what path you're going down, that image becomes less so important to you. And somehow, by extension, I've noticed that it becomes more on the radar of those around you.
In the absence of safety, the child sacrifices authenticity for belonging. That's not weakness, that's intelligence, that's instinct. But the tragedy is this: what saved you then imprisons you now. So many of us are walking around as high-functioning adults, with deeply neglected inner children pulling the strings. We overachieve to earn love. We stay silent to avoid abandonment. We take care of everyone, but secretly wish someone would just ask if we're okay. And that fantasy, that someone will notice you're not as strong as you pretend to be, that maybe, just maybe, you'll finally get to fall apart and be held, that is the unmet need, not of your adult self, but of the child who never got to be a child. The first step to healing isn't fixing, it's witnessing, because until you validate what happened, you'll keep gaslighting yourself with thoughts like, it wasn't that bad. Other people had it worse. I turned out fine. But fine is a mask too, and deep down you know it. So what happens to that child? When they grow up, they become adults who never feel safe, even in calm rooms. They become lovers who can't trust softness. They become givers who can't receive. They become the kind of people who apologize for crying, flinch at compliments, and confuse exhaustion with success.
So I can see part of this. I don't apologize for shit. I don't apologize for nothing. But I do think it is important to acknowledge and not run from your past. I do think that is hyper important. And this is not specific to the child who grew up too fast, right? This is overall, if you had an unstable childhood, you need to revisit that. You need to open that wound, and you need to shut that wound properly. I want you guys to think of it like this. I want you guys to think of an improper childhood as a wound that didn't get proper treatment. So it's essentially like somebody just put some Band-Aids over it, but you're still bleeding. When you should have went to the doctor and you should have gotten stitches to close it up properly so then you can heal it again. And sometimes that scar might remain, but the new you moves forward, always. That's what I want you guys to think about, right? Because I see this a lot in when you go to a place like Reddit. Reddit is a perfect petri dish of psychos that have ran away from the trauma that they grew up in. They continue to run away as an adult from the responsibility that society now gives them. And it causes them to be feral, radical, insane psychopaths. When what should be happening is the opposite. What should be happening is they open that wound back up, they take the Band-Aids off, they let that river flow, and they deal with what is causing it to flow. And they deal with it properly, right? Whether that's through therapy, whether that's through simply sitting down and accepting where you came from, right? And for a lot of people, that's hard. That's hard. Because essentially, you got to face a man in the mirror is what it is, right? You know, fucking Michael Jackson. You got to face that guy. That one that you abandoned. Whether that is your child self, whether that's the part of you that you let die years ago, right? You got to do it. And in order to become a better version of yourself, sometimes you have to do the unthinkable and you have to kill that old version of yourself. I've always found that change is never a want. You can want to change. But throughout my life, as I continued to dive into my own brain, dive into my life in general, dive into what I deal with mental health, right? I have found that every correct move I've ever made was never a desire. I just woke up one day and I just didn't do it anymore. It's fucking crazy, right? Because I had told myself for years that you need to do this, you need to change, you need to do this, you need to change, you need to do this, right? And I never changed, never once. And sometimes I even got worse. But I finally stopped saying it. I stopped saying it. I stopped voicing my want to change. And there were days where my life was just going downhill. And I realized when I woke up the next day that I just needed to change. I needed to. Right? Fucking landlord's knocking on the door. I am fucking way behind on rent. I'm about to get evicted, right? I just woke up and realized I have to change. But instead of wanting it, I just did it. I just did it. I worked harder. I did overtime. I got the rent caught up. And then I moved on to a whole different place. Right? So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to change, I have always found that it comes in response to a need and not a want. You could want it all day. But your body will kick into gear and your brain will factory reset you when that want becomes a need.
This is the cost of growing up too fast. Because if your childhood trained you to be strong at the expense of being soft, to be quiet instead of honest, to fix others while ignoring your own fractures, then what kind of adulthood do you inherit? You inherit a life where you're always holding your breath, waiting for someone to give you permission to finally fall apart. But here's the truth. No one's coming to rescue the child you buried. You are the one who must go back and hold their hand. You are the one who must say what no one else ever said. You didn't deserve that. You were just a child. You get to rest now. This is the beginning of shadow work. Not fixing, not performing, not bypassing the pain with fake positivity, but turning toward the abandoned parts of yourself and saying, I see you now, I hear you now, and I'm not leaving. That is the reparenting process, and it's brutal because it asks you to feel the grief you never had time to feel.
See what I'm saying? With any of these psychological conditions, we'll call it that, where your environment dictates who you are, even as an adult, you always, 100% of the time, with no exception, have to face your past. You have to open the wound every time. Otherwise, it'll never go away. It'll never go away. You will continue to bleed. And eventually, everybody around you will disappear because they don't want you, or they don't want to see you bleeding. Whether it's out of love, out of disgust, right? But you got to do it.
It asks you to sit with the rage, the sorrow, the unmet needs, to weep for the birthdays where no one showed up, to mourn the innocence you lost while protecting people who should have protected you. But that grief, it's not weakness, it's proof that you're healing, because what was once frozen is finally thawing. Now let's talk about how this survival pattern shows up in adulthood, subtly, tragically, and often invisibly. You might become a therapist in all your friendships, but never let anyone truly see you. You might be praised for your independence,
True.
when deep down you're terrified of being a burden. You might be in relationships where you overfunction, always fixing, managing, over-explaining, and wondering why you feel resentful. You might struggle with boundaries because saying no still feels like betrayal. These are not personality traits. They are coping strategies, learned, conditioned, and, the good news, unlearnable. But only when you stop idolizing your strength and start honoring your wounds. One of the most powerful things you can do is ask your inner child, what did I need back then that I never got? You may hear answers like, I needed someone to tell me it wasn't my fault. I needed someone to ask how I was doing. I needed to play, rest, laugh, without fear. And slowly, very slowly, you begin to give those things to yourself.
I do think one thing that is very helpful for somebody who has dealt with this is if you are a fortunate enough individual to have an inner monologue, talking to yourself in a nurturing manner is one of the most therapeutic things that you can do. It's like a superpower, right? And I'm not saying it's like the one time fix it all, right? But it can help you begin the healing process, right? Whereas somebody who doesn't have an inner monologue, they don't have that connection with the subconscious. So it's like it's going to be a lot harder for somebody like that. You'd have to teach somebody like that practically. Like, whereas like somebody with an internal monologue can literally look internally, speak to themselves, and then that's all it pretty much takes, really. I mean, you do that enough and you'll finally understand and be able to move on from such a past. Whereas somebody who is a bit disconnected from their subconscious, you might have to lead them through things. So giving them a time to be irresponsible and make mistakes and give them love instead of grief is one of those things. And again, it's not a right away. It's not a fix. It's not a quick fix. It is a gradual, we've made a step toward progress today. But I do think it is important for somebody who grew up too fast to have a time of irresponsibility and to not be punished for being irresponsible. Right? That's what I think.
Not to fix your past, but to stop reliving it. This is how you stop seeking parents in your partners. This is how you stop mistaking anxiety for intuition. This is how you stop running from the child you were and the self you're becoming. Carl Jung once said, "There is no coming to consciousness without pain. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own soul. But shadow work demands that we face it, all of it, the neglected, the ashamed, the scared, the angry, because healing isn't about becoming someone new, it's about remembering who you were before the world told you who to be. So if you're someone who grew up too fast, know this, your maturity was never the problem. The problem was that you had no choice, but now you do. You can choose softness."
I think the problem with people getting stuck in maturity is that people will people will often reinforce the idea of being mature at a young age positively. And because of this, I do believe that when you get that positive reinforcement, especially when it's from somebody who is in a role model position, this could be a teacher, this could be a manager at work, right? Just somebody who seems as a mentor to you, and they compliment you on your maturity, right? And it's that bit of joy, right? That bit of dopamine that you get released into your head from a compliment from somebody who you look up to, which is essentially what you should have had from your parents growing up. But it is now being done from a third party, way removed from when you should have had it to begin with, right? So I think it's a very interesting thing. And with most psychological conditions from like bad home environments, they're all make it or break it for a lot of people. Some people, it takes drastic measures to bring them to the table again. And other people, they reason themselves back into it, right? But as far as the make it and break it goes, I feel like if you can solve that side of yourself, then you come out stronger than ever. And if you don't, it's a detriment to your life. Make it or break it.
You can choose to rest. You can choose to stop managing everyone else's emotions and start honoring your own. And no, it won't happen overnight. There will be days you feel like a child again. Good, that's the point. Let that child come home. Let them cry. Let them play. Let them finally be seen. Because you're...
See what I said? That time of irresponsibility. For once, it is okay to be the kid again and not be held responsible. Right?
You're not broken. You're becoming whole. And maybe for the first time, you're finally growing up the right way. Not through pressure, not through fear, but through truth. You never had a childhood, but you still have a future. And this time, you get to write it.
Nah, this is a really good video. I like this video. Yeah, 3.3 million views. Fucking deserved. Fucking, it was so good. So good. Go give him a sub, give him a like. Fucking, the channel's called Key. Really good. Really good. Let's see what some of the people in the comments are saying. To all the children who grew up too fast, I hope you can recreate the childhood you deserve. Find peace, happiness, and love. Learn to look out for yourself too. See, they almost got it here, except for this last part. Learn to look out for yourself too. I see what they mean by this, right? I see what they intend to mean, right? But this is more often than not the problem. Looking out for yourself too much. What the fuck is this shit? Why we can't stop hating ourselves? A silent voice? Bro, I can't. We're 3 hours in. We'll put it in the watch later. I'll get on the next one. God damn. Shit. That looked like a banger video, I ain't gonna lie. You might be praised for your independence when deep down you're terrified of being a burden. That hits hard. Yeah, true, true. I'm tired, boss. True. Your nervous system accepts chaos as a baseline. Stillness feels wrong. Peace feels suspicious. Love feels. Oh, man. Let me tell you something. When you get over the hurdle of living in that chaos and you start to enjoy peace, there's nothing you want more than peace. Bro, I cannot tell you. Like, I live a very, I've said this before, but I live a very disciplined, very strict, very routine life. All right. I'm very narrowed in. I do not bounce out of that very often. Right. And there is nothing more peaceful to me than just doing what I love and doing it often. And I hope you guys can reach that point. Giving my daughter the life support, love, understanding I never got will be the most healing experience of my life. True. I realize that I almost never talk about myself in conversations. I always just want to hear the other person out and solve their problems. Yeah. I mean, that's a part of it. But I don't know. Like, this would be one thing that would need to be confirmed for sure. But as far as myself goes, I do talk about myself a lot. I don't talk about myself as far as like my personal opinions on things and stuff, except for like on here, right? But you know, that's because, you know, YouTube's pretty good at like pushing the wild shit that I say. and then I can get either agreed or disagreed in the comments. I almost never talk about myself in conversations. Yeah. I mean, I tell stories about myself all the time, right? Maybe for like one of the videos, like I could show you guys all the scars that I have. Because like I remember my first time showing it was my manager at my current job. The first time I voluntarily showed somebody the scars. So actually I don't think I've said this before, but for those of you who don't know, I had an interesting life. We'll put it that way. And my right arm is full of scars from said life, right? I also have let's see, no. There's 1, 2, 3 on my left arm, and I have 1 on my left leg, and I don't think I have anything on my torso or back. But yeah, long story short, lived a hard, long, terrible life. Well, was past tense. But we're here. We made it, you know? You gotta do what you gotta do, you know? So I don't know. I've already set out what I wanted to do, right? I wanted to get away from my old life and start anew, right? And here we are. So I don't know. I'm chilling. I'm chilling, man. I always told myself I had a good childhood. I grew up in a stable house, decent money. But the more I look back, the more the facade cracks. Yes, I lived a decent home with decent money with parents who didn't speak to one another, who regulated their emotions through me. We had you so you could solve your siblings' arguments. Huh. See, when you get to like start talking about private stuff on the internet, it's hard to like it's hard for me to put myself in somebody's shoes. Because there's like a bit of skepticism, right? Because the internet is always performative. And I'm not saying anything about this person. I want to be very clear. Right? But the thing with videos that have to do with psychology, with mental health disorders, right? Illnesses, whatever. People who get influenced by this sort of stuff will mistake that with an emotional reaction that is not genuine. And they will project themselves onto whatever it is. Right? So you always gotta like take this stuff with a grain of salt, because if it's not verifiable, then it's like hard to, it's hard to take it for what it is. But the ones who are hurt, it's fairly easier to tell that they are the ones who are hurt, right? You learn that your needs are dangerous and theirs are urgent. That really hit hard. Yeah. What is weird is that you feel like you aren't allowed to be bothered by it, but I completely misread that. Jesus Christ. What is weird is that you feel like you aren't allowed to be bothered by it because it was so long ago, even though it wasn't, because it's still lingering in you. Truth of the matter is, it is long ago. It is, right? Time for you is finite. Time is it's not as infinite as people want it to be. So, what is long ago? I mean, what would you consider long ago? Like long ago, like if you're an adult, right, and you're talking about your childhood, long ago is probably, I would say, probably a decade, probably 10 years, right? That would mean you're a teenager at that point, right? And if you are not already looking inwards, which likely you aren't because you're very busy at that time of your life, right? It isn't really until you get to adulthood when it's really, really long ago where it's like, okay, all right. Then you got to deal with it, right? You don't understand how much I hate that you're spot on. A stranger whom I've never met knows more about me than family and friends combined. Fair. I cry when I watch movies from my childhood. I couldn't explain it until now. Dad and mom got divorced when I was young. I was the one who told dad about the uncle that comes over when he's at work. This led to the divorce. But it is okay. I'm not reading that whole thing, but yeah, fucking shit's crazy, man. Shit is crazy. Yeah, you're so mature for your age. Oh, isn't this something that everybody hears from this part of your life? Oh yeah, Old Soul. I didn't even think about Old Soul. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the love is a debt you have to repay thing. Yeah, that's that's the one that's been getting a lot of people, man. No, let me know if you guys want me to react to some more of these videos, man. Holy shit. People who are deep thinkers. Ooh, that's from 12 days ago. Hold up. We're going to cue that one right away. Cue that one right away. All right. Well, Jesus Christ. This video is the longest patch notes yet. 3 hours and 11 minutes. We had a lot to go over, though, to be fair. A lot to go over. So, I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. Peace.